The northern spotted owl was considered a threatened species in the Northwest for more than 20 years. Significant changes were made to the logging industry to save its habitat. But now the creature is facing a new threat from another species of owl. And the U.S. Department of Fish and Wildlife is proposing a fatal fix to the problem. Tina Patel joins us live now with the details on this. Tina?
Well, Marnie, in essence, U.S. Fish and Wildlife wants to kill one species to save another. They say that it's not a decision they take lightly, but this issue is now raising questions about when it's appropriate to step in to save wildlife and when we should just let nature take its course. Residents say the Snoqualmie Valley is not what it used to be. 25 years ago, the major industry in this area was timber.
They still do some logging here. I still see them running trucks through here and stuff, but not like it was in the past.
Federal restrictions on logging went into effect in the early 90s, in part to protect the endangered northern spotted owl.
It was a big blow. I mean, people considered it basically the closing blow to the logging industry.
But saving the owl's habitat has not saved the owls. U.S. Fish and Wildlife says the bird's population in western Washington is continuing to decrease at a fairly steep rate. Now they're blaming the non-native barred owl.
We have been operating on the side of dealing with habitat now for 20 or 30 years. We're now looking at this new threat that's really reared its head in the last 10 or 12.
Barred owls are pushing spotted owls out because they're larger and more aggressive. We asked Fish and Wildlife if it's just a case of survival of the fittest.
It's possible, but that's the assumption that this is a natural event. To do that, you'd have to assume that the barred owl got here on their own.
They believe people had a part in moving the barred owls in, so they're trying to play a part in moving them out. Tuesday, they proposed a plan to capture or kill barred owls in 4 study areas in the Northwest. They want to see if that will help spotted owls repopulate.
In this case, we're only proposing an experiment, a fairly small-scale experiment, to test whether this will even work. Our only other alternative is really to sit back and watch the spotted owl go extinct, at least the northern spotted owl.
At least some Snoqualmie residents say we've already made efforts to save the species, so why not try this?
My opinion is, yeah, we need to keep the bird.
It's a beautiful, beautiful place, and the ecosystem here is really fragile. And if something doesn't slow it down, then it's going to change.
Now, Fish and Wildlife just released their environmental impact study today. A final decision about whether to go ahead with this plan is expected to be made within about a month. Now, if it is approved, the actual experiment would begin later this fall. Reporting live, Tina Patel, Q13.